racing out the bush, trying to get out there before we go into a lockdown again soon. So I've got this spot where there's this little creek that goes down into a good gold area. Now I've never checked this creek, so today's mission, because we don't have much time, is I want to hike down to it, try and do a couple of pans and see whether we get any results. So we're climbing our way up into the bush, so then I can march back down to the creek. But hopefully we get some gold. I'll show you what we get, guys. Alright, I've been walking down this little bit of a dirt track. I've just got to where I'm going to go down this gully, so it's a little bit of a steep walk, but hopefully no one's been there and there might be a bit of gold in this creek, so it's in a good geographic location. There's only one way to find out, to get down there and check. Now I've got my little hand dredge, my snuffer bottle, little screwdriver pry bar thing and a scoop. And that's it, besides my gold pan. So I'll start marching down the hillside. Alright, I'm getting down this hillside. Sunlight's starting to go away. It's getting close to the end of the day. I need to hurry up. I'm not even down at the creek yet. You can see all these ferns. I'm going into leech country, so I've just tucked in all my shirts and we'll get down. I'll show you when I get to the creek next. Alright, I've made it down to this creek gully. I can hear and see a little bit of water just down there. Try to do this no hands without falling over. Oh nice, there's a bit of a rock pile up right where we are. That's great. Big fern in the middle, heap of rock there. Nice, there's heaps of rocks around. So, where I'm going to dig from, I'm going to get a bucket out from on this right side of the little gully, and I'll show you what that pan ends up as. Well, that's good. You get a big rock out of the way to start with. Now, there's a little bit of gravel underneath some of these bigger rocks, but there's just not lots of quartz. But one way to find out if there's any gold in it. And because we're testing again, we're just looking for any sign, any gold. We'll be stoked with finding a couple little specks. Alright, first pan. Just gonna swirl up this pan. It's not looking good. And a big old naught on that one. So I'm going to go to that next spot. I'll do a couple more spots, try and get a few more results, and hopefully the sunshine hangs around for us. Well, any light, not necessarily sunshine. It's a bit rainy up here, but we'll see what we can do. So we'll do a couple more pans. All right, pan number 2. Get rid of all these big rocks, make sure they're clean. Just work it down a little bit more. Zero number 2. Wow. I'm gonna move slightly up or downstream, see that we can get somewhere where we can be definitely on bedrock, not just on top of these big stones, and see what happens. That's better. We can start seeing some bedrock now. That's what we want to see. All looks really smooth, but bedrock nonetheless. Might be able to find a few crevices in it, and that'll give us a definitive answer whether there's any gold in here, because if there's going to be anywhere, it'll be sitting deep right against this bedrock. There's a bit more of it over here. Alright, this is where the next test pan's coming from. Isn't that cool? It's the gully coming from up the top of the hill. Wonder if there's any... No, I was going to say, see if there's many gravels in there. I've just shifted a rock I want to show you. This is fixed in securely and I just leveraged it out. You can see there's a little bit of quartz and some more mud and gravel, so be able to finish off this next pan to test. None again. Okay, we'll try out some more of this bedrock. Oh, there's a little bit of gravel still left on the bottom there. Now, if I can't get a speck of gold off the bedrock in the middle of the gully of the creek, or from peeling off bits of bedrock in those little crevices, it's going to be too much hard work with not enough gold. So I know not to worry about this gully. It was just an idea to being upstream from where I've got some good gold before. I thought it could be one of the little feeder streams, but if this hasn't got anything, that answer will be a no. Alright, we'll do this pan. Alright, final pan. I said if this one doesn't get us any results, and we've done a heap of pans in a variety of locations, but the main thing is I've definitely done some on some bedrock, done some crevicing, and also dug some out of the middle of the creek. because all the heavier stuff, which is gold, will always be hanging out in that middle, generally speaking. I'm just trying to clean up a few of those big rocks and throw and refuel them out. Not looking good. I'll give it one more swirly. A few more black sands, but another big zero. So I've been doing a bit more than half a dozen pans all up and down this little stretch of creek here, or this little gully stream really, and I can't even get a good spec. I got more black sands that time, but still, I just think that this is definitely not the feeder creek to where I'm getting good gold in some other spots. So I'm gonna have to move up or downstream, try to see whereabouts on this bigger creek that I'm getting the gold. So I'm not really sure, but I'm gonna have to suss out and try and munch my way out of here before it gets dark. All right, I'm halfway up the hill. It's a bit of a worry when the bracken fern's nearly as tall as I am. But I had a bit of a prospect down here in this little gully. Done a bit over half a dozen pans, bit all over the place, got absolutely zero results. But that in itself is an answer, so I know that this little stream, this little gully is not the one that's providing the gold to the creek where I've got good results before. So I'll, as I said, move up or downstream or cross the creek, keep looking for it, keep prospecting around. But I've had a really good day. It's a little bit of sunshine left, even though we had rain and the weather's been quite cold. But thanks again for watching. I'm glad we got out here before we go back into those annoying lockdowns again. But if you want to see some more videos of us metal detecting, using the high banker, using the gold pan, looking for relics, head over to the channel. All the support's really appreciated, guys. Thanks. I'll see you next week.